Welcome back to another episode of Negril Traveler podcast. I'm Shira, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. We're going to be talking about Jamaica 2024. Now, most of y'all know, I hope y'all know by now that I am hosting a group trip to Negril, Jamaica this October 2024. We'll be going from October 3rd to October 8th. And I'm really excited because this is my first group trip that I'm hosting with Black Girl World Traveler. And I know it's going to be amazing. Before I go into the details, I want to talk about how I got into my travel agency and how I got back into it. So I started Black Girl World Traveler in 2018. It didn't become an LLC until 2020. And then during the pandemic, I started to book trips for other people because they asked me. And I really didn't want to do it. I was very much like, I just want to travel or like show other people how to travel. And at this point during the pandemic, I was very much like, I'll just wait so I can resume my travels. But there were definitely requests coming in. And so I said, you know what? I'll do it. I'll book people's travel. I love researching about trips, travel, things to do, places to stay, where to eat at, all the good stuff, the nerdy stuff that takes hours on end. I love that stuff. So I started doing a travel agency. And so officially launched as a travel agency, I did not like it at all. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much work. And I hated that feeling of being responsible for someone else's travel. Because I want all my girl world travelers to have amazing experiences, right? I want you to travel. I want you to get out there. I want you to see the world. But like me being responsible for that felt like a lot of work. And so I just was like, you know what? I did one trip and I made good money from it. I think I made maybe $1,000 to $1,500. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. This is not for me. It was not fun for me once it became like a business, like a job. And so what I decided to do was just go back to traveling myself and writing about travel, just focusing on Black Girl World Traveler as a blog instead of as a travel agency. And I went back to, I continued to work my, normal 9 to 5s, and I was not happy in my job. I wasn't fulfilled. I didn't feel like that I would ever reach my full potential working in those jobs. And so I never really gave the travel agency a try. It just got hard and I was like, you know what, I'm done. And I've never done that in my life. I felt like through all the trials and the tribulations that I've had, I've always just kept going and pushed past it. With the travel agency, I was just like, you know what, this is too much. This is not what I signed up for. I just wanted to travel and write about it. I didn't want to let people down too. I think that's where the real fear came from. I didn't want to let people down. I just wanted it to be, I want travel and experiences that Black Girl World Travelers have should be magical. And so I jumped back. But, in working and realizing, you know what, I should give it another try because I really never gave it a try. And that one experience that I had where I was so nervous and, you know, it was just like a shit show. Someone dropped out. They wanted a refund. It was just like a lot. Like I was booking stuff. I was booking the excursions for people, which you should never do, like with my credit card. And it was just a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare. Um, but that nightmare, was just a one-time thing. And what I realized is when you start a business, you're going to have your trials and tribulations. You're going to have times where you don't make money. You're going to have times where you don't know what you're doing. So finally, I got to the point where I said, okay, let's do this again. I got into a business program that I just recently graduated from. It was amazing. If you're in the city of Philadelphia, I highly recommend the Power Up program through the Community College of Philadelphia. It was amazing. And here I am now, several months later, pretty much, no, actually more than several months since I started taking the business seriously later. But now I'm in a position where I'm hosting my first group trip to Jamaica. We're going to Negril, Jamaica, 2024 in October. and I could not be more excited. So once I decided to take the business more seriously, I said, you know what? Let me not make this about me. And that was the big transition that I had to go through, right? Because Black Girl World Traveler was just me documenting my experiences. Then it went from that to me making it about other Black women. This is a global movement. This is a what's the word? Not diasporic. This is a movement about the diaspora. That's what I'll say. It's about Black women all over the globe, right? So from there, I had to switch up everything. I had to reconsider, yes, I'm still going to post content of me traveling, but it's not about me now. It's about like the Black women that I take with me and the Black women that are inspired by Black Girl World Traveler. It's about us. It's no longer about me. It's about we. And so I decided I wanted to do a survey to really capture more information about Black Girl World Travelers, people that will be interested in traveling with Black Girl World Traveler, people that have ever been inspired by Black Girl World Traveler. Just, trying to understand more about the Black women that are interested in the brand. And so from there, I realized that the Black women that are Black Girl World Travelers, they want to go to Bali, they want to go to Jamaica, they want to go to a lot of other places. But those were the two main places that they want to go. They gave me their budget and they gave me, what they're interested in. A lot of Black women, they want to have cultural experiences. They want to delve into culture. They want to be educated while on these trips. They are foodies. They want to eat a lot of good food. They have a specific budget, so some want to pay more and they're okay with paying for more luxury services, and some want to pay less, and that's okay. And so I decided to go with Jamaica, even though Jamaica was the second choice for a couple of reasons. Now, Jamaica is my homeland. My father is from Jamaica, born and raised. He's lived there my entire life. And so it only felt right that I go back, essentially, to move forward. And I recently reconnected with my father after years of separation. And so that to me it was a spiritual purpose behind it. Like, as I'm reconnecting and rebuilding relationships and healing my inner child and reconciling relationships from my past and healing relationships from my past. What does it mean to go back to, my father's land and essentially go back home? Of course, another big factor in why we're going to Jamaica as the first inaugural trip is because it's a Black place. It's a predominantly Black place. Now, Bali is a brown place, and so we are going to have a ball there. That trip is coming in 2025. So make sure you know, you keep your ears open and your eyes wide. But it was very important that the first place that we went to is a Black place. It's a predominantly Black place. Black Girl World Travelers is about celebrating and highlighting Black people. This is a movement about the diaspora, and so our first trip had to be in a Black place. And so I'm so excited that it's Negril, Jamaica. I chose Negril for a couple of reasons. First of all, Negril is definitely known, but it's less known and it's less visited, I would say, than places like Montego Bay. Montego Bay is where the airport is. It's very, very touristy. And so I wanted a more separated and sort of a drawn experience from the stereotypical touristy place. And so Negril is 90 minutes drive from Montego Bay's airport, so we'll be a little bit separated. And Negril is also known to have like gorgeous beaches, and you really get to relax. That's what I want this trip to be. I want us to be able to have a lot of fun, but also to be able to unplug. And I think that when you go 90 minutes outside, like the major city, and you separate yourself, you're able to really see things from a different perspective. You get to have the best of both worlds. You get that silence, which I think is so phenomenal. But you also get to have like that authentic Jamaican experience, which, come on, it's like it's a no-brainer. That was the main reason why I chose Negril. I also originally did not want to do an all-inclusive resort, and so I wanted to be somewhere where we could have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous villa in which you can really only get like in the countryside of Jamaica. And so when I was planning this trip, I thought to myself, okay, where can I go? and get a nice villa. I gotta go outside the city. And so it just worked out that we are going to be doing an all-inclusive resort, but we also will have the opportunity to go off the resort as well. So I'm excited to really have the best of both worlds. I believe we can have it all. I believe we can rest. I believe we can have a lot of fun. And I don't think we should have to like choose between those two. So that's the reason why we are going to Negril, Jamaica as our first inaugural trip of Black Rural Travelers. I want to tell you more about the trip itself. So it's going to be October 3rd to October 8th, 2024. Now, while the resort is all-inclusive, what's not included in the cost of the trip is your flight to and from Sangster International Airport. Sangster International Airport is the airport that's located in Montego Bay, Jamaica. That is where you will have to fly into. So you are responsible for getting there by October 3rd, 2024, and then your departure is October 8th, 2024. Now, we will not begin any activities and getting to know each other and meeting each other until October 4th. So you're more than welcome to arrive anytime on October 3rd. However, the earlier the better so that you can check into your hotel, get acquainted, rest, relax a little bit and not feel rushed. Because the next morning on October 4th, we're getting started. We're going all in. I definitely want you Black Rural Travelers to get your money's worth on this trip. So we're going to be outside, right? We're going to visit. We're going to the beach. We're going to a rum estate. We're going to crafts markets. We're going to do a few communal dinners, a communal lunch. We have a jam-packed itinerary so that you can get the most out of your trip. Now, the trip's price is $3,250 per room. So I want to clarify what that means. So me and my friend, we want to go on this trip, right? And we want to stay together in one room. So that the total cost for that room is $3,250. That includes everything that we're going to be doing on the resort and off the resort. So it's one price. Now, obviously, if it's one room, $3,250, and me and my friend are staying in that one room, that price now is halved. So you'll divide $3,250 by 2, which is $1,625. So if you are not doing single occupancy and you'll be doing double occupancy, your price is now $1,625, which I think is an amazing price for a 5-star resort, all-inclusive, water sports, motorized sports, and activities that will be taking place off the resort. So you can't get better than that. Now, in terms of payment, for those who are doing single occupancy and are paying that $3,250, you can head to blackgirlworldtraveler.com to pay. You'll see Jamaica 2024 on the homepage, and you can go forth and pay your deposit, which is non-refundable. Now, for those that are doing double occupancy, so there'll be 2 people in a room, you have a few options. You can either have one person pay. So, for example, friend 1 will put the $3,250 on their credit card. They will pay, and then you all can work out a separate arrangement to have friend number 2 pay friend number 1 back. That's totally fine. Now, for those who want to split the cost evenly and only pay their portion, you can also do that on the website as well. So, for example, friend 1 wants to pay her $1,625 and friend 2 wants to pay her $1,625. That is totally fine. You both will have to, there's one form that authorizes Black Rural Traveler to charge your credit card, and you'll just put the name of the person who you're rooming with in that, on that form, and you both will have to separately pay your $250 non-refundable deposits. Now, the $250 non-refundable deposit is for all travelers, regardless of whether you're doing single occupancy or double occupancy. But I just wanted to clarify that. So I think that I am very excited because I was able to price this trip out to be very affordable. I mean, $1,600 for 6 days, 5 nights, that's amazing. Like, you're not getting those prices anywhere these days. And I'm also very proud that that includes both on the resort activities and off the resort. So you're getting unlimited alcohol, liquor, meals, restaurant, access to the restaurants that are on the beach. You're getting 5-star service from the hotel itself. And then Black Girl World Traveler, my company, our company, will be taking you off the resort to do activities, those cultural activities, learning about rum and trying the different types of rum, visiting, the falls, which are the waterfalls that are in Jamaica. We're going to be going to crafts markets, going to the beach, of course, because you can't go to Jamaica and not go to the beach. So all of that is included in that one price. I'm very excited to be traveling with you all. I want to say that there are only 10 slots available. I am intentionally keeping these trips small, and that's because I want them to be intimate, right? I want us to get to know each other on a deep level. We don't do anything surface level over here. We're going to get to know each other, and that really can only happen in a small group setting, I feel. And so I'm limiting this trip to 10 additional Black women. I will be the 11th. So there's going to be 11 Black women on this trip. We're going to be in fellowship. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be eating. We're going to be having a ball. We're going to be swimming. And I would love, love, love if you would join me this October 2024 in Negril, Jamaica. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email me at info@blackgirlworldtraveler.com. For more information about the trip, you can visit blackgirlworldtraveler.com/Jamaica 2024. You can also contact me on social media, all platforms, Black Girl World Traveler. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the support. And I will see y'all in Negril, Jamaica this October 2024. Peace.